Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Bloodborne. So it's the second video and we were not too successful during the start of the game. So we didn't find any of the tiles we were looking for. We want the Great Bridge and the courtyard lamp. We didn't find these, and we also didn't gain any insights until now. So the only thing is that this was unlocked, this inside mission here, which tells us to kill 3 of these church servants. The problem is that this guy is kind of protected of this giant and this male beast patient here. So it's also, I don't know. I don't think it's likely that I'm gonna attack this guy soon. And in general, there is a bit of a problem with the way the tiles came out, because this one and that one both had these double spawn points here, and they both also included this giant, which is a pretty tough guy. So I think overall I was kind of unlucky here. We're both in the hunter's dream at the moment, and the Kirk hammer here, he was already killed, so that was not great either. Okay, anyway, I wonder if I should flip it. I think I will flip that now and go back. So when you come from the hunter's dream, you have to teleport back to a lamp. It could be any lamp, but at the moment we only have the central lamp here. So we go back here at the start of our turn. We gotta push this one space, and I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Gotta shuffle these to this deck here. So I think I want to try to ignore these enemies if possible, and maybe explore down here. The problem is, if I move down here and leave the tile, then these 2 guys will show up here on the central lamp. And if I don't find another lamp here, then he will have to spawn right there to them, and that's not good at all. So yeah, we better find another tile, another lamp, otherwise we could end up in a lot of trouble here. So let's see what we got. You know, I'm actually thinking about maybe it's a better idea. Oh, wait a second. First, he can draw 3 cards. Maybe I should first check out the cards I have. Huh. Yeah, he seems to be in a better fighting shape, maybe. You know what? I think I'm gonna send the other guy, just in case things go wrong. I'm gonna start with him, and yeah, I'm gonna play this card here, discard this card to move, and I'm gonna move down here. And now let's hope for something good here. That's not great. Okay, so that's the alleyway. I mean, at least it's something that we're... Is it something that we're looking for? No, I think it's not. I thought that was something that had to be included. Yeah, okay, but it's not something we're looking for right now. And it comes with this hunting dog. Yeah, take a look here. That's not too impressive, but it's okay. And we need more space. I think I have to turn this whole thing. If I want to continue exploring here, well, we can still do it later. So, okay, I gotta move in here, and that means all these guys move here. These guys all move one space here. This guy moves here, and this guy also moves here. Wow. Man, that really sucks. I wonder if I should just try to move on. Try to find another tile with a lamp, because otherwise... Yeah. Huh. I mean, okay. So at the end of the turn, these guys will get activated again, but not these, because this is not these are not adjacent tiles anymore. So at the end of the turn, we only have to activate these guys, and that means they move here, and this guy moves here. So there would be only one patient on the lamp. And maybe then I could simply leave the space and go here and explore this area here. That might be a choice. Maybe that is actually a better idea. So I might just say, okay, I'm gonna fight this guy. I don't wanna risk too much and maybe end up in the middle of two enemies here. So okay, I'm gonna fight him. Now let's take a closer look. We haven't seen that enemy yet. So the hunting dog. Okay, so the vicious bite is not too impressive. I mean, it does 2 damage. That's not great. Mauling is bad. It will stun us. Let's see what that even means. The hunter must discard 1 card. If they cannot, they suffer 1 wound. So that could potentially be very dangerous. And the pounce. Flip another enemy action. The hunting dog's next attack gains +1 speed and cannot be dodged. And if he pursues us or if he activates, he moves 2 spaces. So he's fast. So the good news is the 2 special attacks are already gone, and they screwed us. But yeah, they're gone, so that's okay. Therefore, I think I'm going to simply do a slash, because basically we are guaranteed a basic attack. Even if it's the ability, at the end it's going to be a basic attack, and we can use our pistol to stop that. So I'm going to do a slash, which allows me to draw another card here. That's another stagger. And okay, and then we're going to flip the card. It's basic as expected. I'm going to play my hunter pistol to cancel that, and the guy takes 2 damage. Now he can take 4. Alright, so let's see if we can kill him. I think I got an idea. I can basically do the same thing again, right? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard a card to simply reload the pistol, and then I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to use another slash, draw another card. We got another basic attack. I'm going to use the pistol again, and then we will deal 2 damage. Okay, so that means we killed the dog. That gives us a blood echo. Yeah, but again, okay, at least we found the alleyway. And that's the end of the turn, so therefore these guys now all activate and move one space toward me, because that's the only adjacent space, the others don't move. Okay, so now I have to move out of the dream, and I also end up here in the central lamp. So let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, I'm thinking about, yeah, I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I'm going to discard this card here and move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Now this means pretty much everyone activates because I left the tile, and that means all the creatures on this tile and the adjacent tiles will activate. So this guy moves here, these 2 guys move back here, these guys move here. Wow, that's okay, you better don't go into the dream at that point here. And this guy moves here. But that's okay. I can simply run away basically at that point. Yeah, so I'm gonna play another card and try to explore this area here. So let's see what we find. Okay, that is the courtyard lamp. And oh man, we need more room here, but okay, for now it's fine. So we gotta place it like this, otherwise this here doesn't match, so we have to place it like this. And we end up here, and that's actually great, because we found another lamp, and there's no spawn point here. So that's pretty cool. And we found finally something that we needed to find. And a move on the courtyard lamp, reveal card 10. Okay, so let's find that card. Adela's plight. A young woman dressed in the garb of the church approaches you. Hunter, greetings. I am Adela, servant of the church. I am trying to find my way back to the cathedral ward, but these creatures block every passage. But I do know of one remaining way. Perhaps you can escort me. Place 1 survivor token on the courtyard lamp space. Any hunter may pick up the token when they move out of that space. Token is returned to the courtyard lamp space if the hunter teleports or goes to the dream. And a move on the alleyway space with the token. Reveal card 11. Yeah, that's great. That really sucks. So basically our goal is to bring her, let's grab a marker here. There we go. Okay, that's her. I'm gonna place her here. Yeah. Okay, there she is. And we're gonna bring her down here, which is really bad news. Now, okay, eventually, if this ends up in a red space, these guys will be removed and respawn back there, and then maybe is the time to run through here. But I mean, obviously we cannot fight all these dudes. But okay, I mean, you know what? Maybe we don't have to. That's true. You're kind of used to, from other games, that when you enter the space, you basically have to fight them. But in this game, you can run through them. They will pursue you, but they're not as fast as you are. So maybe it's actually not that bad. Yeah, I might actually consider maybe in the next turn just running through all of them, and that's going to be fine then. I just have to check if this is an issue. I hope not. Otherwise, But I don't think it is, actually. I don't think you get slowed down or anything. So yeah, actually that's not an issue here. They do not pursue me. So you know, I can actually simply prepare for that. I'm gonna simply discard my last card, and I'm gonna move here. Oh, I have to interact with her. I see. Okay, anyway, I can't change that. That kind of sucks. Wait a minute, did I... Yeah, I think I ended my movement here, right? I started here. No, wait a second. Do I have another... Maybe I might have another movement. I might have another space to go. I started here, I moved once here, and then I moved again. So I have one more... Okay, that's good. Yeah, I can go here, and now I can simply discard a card. We haven't done that before. And I can interact with every object in my space. So this is how I can take her, and I'm going to place her here on my board. So she accompanies me now. Yeah, that is an action. So I got to get rid of this card. But that's okay. I wish I could have somehow ended here, for example, or maybe even here, so that I could lure all these guys over here, but that's not going to work out. So I end my turn here. Nobody's going to activate because there's no adjacent space there with any enemies. Okay, and we go into the next turn. So this moves up one space, and then we're going to draw 3 cards each. So I'm trying to calculate what would happen if I would try this run now. So the first one would bring me here, and they won't move, obviously. The second one, oh no, that's actually not true. They will move. They will move. They activate at the end of my action. So, do they? No, they don't. They activate at the end of the turn. Yeah, so they don't do anything. So I move here. That's fine. And then I'm going to move right here. And basically then this guy will simply come with me, and we're all sitting here. And then I move here. And if I leave this space, they will follow me here. But they only follow me at the end of my turn. So wait a minute, I go here, nothing happens. I go here, and then I go here, basically. But that means first they follow me here, and then at the end of the turn they will all activate again, and then they all end up exactly here and kill me. That's not a great idea. So I cannot do this. So what is my plan now for this turn? Maybe I can use him to somehow lure these guys away and clean up this area. Let me see. If I move here, I gotta check that. You know, I think I basically simply have to wait a turn. I cannot do this right now. I have to set this up somehow. So what I want to do is I simply move 1, 2, and then I'm going to move again, and I'm going to move here into the occupied house. And I'm just going to hang out there and wait. You know what, actually maybe I want to keep my dodge card. Maybe I'm going to use that at some point. So I'm going to keep that card, and that's the end of my turn. And now these guys all activate, and they move here. Oops, and these guys move here, and this guy got decapitated. Okay, there we go. So now they're all hanging out here, and I think then in the next turn I might be able to do it. So I can, okay, in my first movement action I end up here, and everybody's obviously here. With my second movement action I go here, and everybody's here. And then with my third movement action I can go here. And these guys will follow me here, and then activate and are here. But I'm here. So that should be okay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So the question is now, if I go with, yeah, okay, let's activate this guy and explore down here a little bit. And now comes the time when I have to kind of rotate the whole map because there is no more room here. Okay, so let's activate this guy. Let's see. Ah, man, this isn't good. Yeah, the thing is, if I move and explore the next tile, I might encounter a creature, but my weapon is pretty much occupied. It seems like there is pretty much nothing I can do here. So I gotta clean this weapon. Yeah, okay, I got a dodge card, so maybe I can do it. So yeah, let's do it. First I want to refresh. No, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, let's move first, and then we'll see what happens. I think that makes the most sense. So I'm going to move 2 spaces, 1, and then I want to move here. I don't want to waste too much time and waiting here, because that would then activate these guys again. Oh, they will activate anyway. Fuck. If I leave this tile, then these guys will activate again, and the whole... Oh, dear. Man, that was dumb. It doesn't work. Shit. Oh man, that's so dumb. I think the only thing I can actually do is, if I go to the dream with this guy, I mean, at least he's got a blood echo, right? So if I go to the dream with him, this moves up 1 space, and then at the start of the next turn it goes to red, and this is all reset, and then this guy has pretty much free passage to the alleyway, except for this dude here. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. I'm losing a lot of time in this situation, but at least it brings me closer to my goal. I think that's what we got to do here. Yeah. Then we got the dog here, of course. Man, oh man, that's all not great. But still, I got to do something here. I got to do that. So I think I want to explore the next tile. Let's do that. Okay, that's the tomb of Oedon. And I think that is actually, and there's a special tile here. So there's a treasure chest here, and it says, instead of drawing a random treasure card or consumable card, draw 3 and select 1. Shuffle the others back into the deck. And there is another lamp here, which is also not a bad thing. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. We have a dead end here now. Oh boy. But okay, if I go here, if I go to the dream, I can then move somewhere here, for example, and continue exploring here. But man, I need a larger table for this situation. Okay, so fine. I'm going to move here. There's no enemy, which is good. Let's place a treasure chest here. I got 2 cards left. Sadly, did I move, again, the same problem. Did I move 2 spaces or 1 space? Shit, I don't know. Where did I start? I think I was here in the center and moved back there. So sadly, I cannot go here, I think. So I cannot interact with this treasure chest, because if I would, I could not go into the dream, because I only have 2 actions left, and I have to move here, interact, and then go to the dream, and I can't. Okay, I just realized one thing. I might have misplaced it. Maybe I played that wrong all the time. I think if I leave a tile, then only the enemies on the tile itself activate. And only at the end of my turn, the enemies on adjacent tiles activate. Let's check that again. But I'm pretty sure that's how it would work. Exits a space or tile containing enemies. At the end of that hunter's move, those enemies will immediately pursue. Yeah. Yeah. That is correct. So that means when I leave this tile, these guys don't activate. And I remember I played that wrong. When I left this tile, I activated all these guys. So that kind of brought me in this position where I am now. And I'm pretty sure all these guys should actually not stand here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to place them back. I think they should not be here. All these guys, they should not have activated. Pretty sure about that, because I did not end my turn here. Yeah. Okay, now that is still a bit... This guy, I think, would have activated at some point, because he stood here, and I don't know what he would have done, but I guess in the end that makes more sense. It's probably not perfect, but it makes more sense. And I still kind of lost some time here, but I think this is a good idea. Okay, now that means I don't have to go to the dream, and that means I can now actually interact with this chest, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to move again over here, and then I'm going to get rid of this card, and I'm going to loot this chest here. Now I can draw 3 consumables, and I got to choose 1. So let's see. The Cold Blood Dew. During a hunter turn, gain 1 blood echo. That's pretty good. Because I definitely need a couple of new cards. I'm not in a good shape at all. We both are not in a great shape, but that would be helpful, I guess. The Sedative. During a hunter turn, draw 1 card and remove Frenzy. Not bad. Pebble. Move 1 enemy within 2 spaces, up to 2 spaces. Yeah, I mean, these are all good cards. But I'm actually considering taking this Cold Blood Dew so that I can upgrade this guy a little bit, and the others get shuffled back in. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. This goes up 1 space, and again this guy refills his hand, so he's only allowed to draw 2 cards this time. And he will draw 3 cards. And I'm going to start with him now. That's kind of cool. I could kill this guy. May make a move action before using this card to attack. You want to do that? I might want to do that. Huh. That's interesting. It might be worth it. I mean, you know, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my leaping option. And I'm allowed to move. So I'm going to move actually here. 1, 2. And this guy will pursue me. Because I left the space. And now these guys obviously don't activate. And then I'm going to use this card to attack. I'm going to do a slash. Yeah, and maybe I want to... wait a minute. That might be special, which would suck. There's a good chance... No, it's not a special attack. The special attacks are already gone. It could be... what could happen is that we find another hunter there, but that's not that bad, I think. Okay, yeah, so... Not another hunter, but another male beast patient, if he does the pack tactics. But that would be okay. So, okay, let's see what he does. Yeah, he uses his ability. So, spawn 1 male beast in the space. So that means we get another dude here. But I can kill the guy now. I do 3 damage. That's 1 and these 2. So that means he's simply killed. And I get another blood echo. So that's kind of cool. And then I'm going to run. So 1, 2. The guy follows me here. And I'm going to run again. 1, 2. And that means the guy follows me another space here. And I'm now sitting here with the lady. And I fulfilled now this mission here. I brought her to the alleyway. Reveal card 11. Approaching the alleyway, Adela rushes forward. "It's this way, hunter." She swiftly enters, moving ahead of you. Suddenly a figure rises from the darkness, that of a towering huntsman's minion. You shout to her. She turns just in time to avoid being crushed by the large creature, who instead slams into the alley wall, sending it crumbling from the impact. Angered, it turns its attention toward you. Spawn 1 huntsman's minion on the alleyway space. It respawns to this space on a red space. So that's not good, because the guy will attack us now, I guess, and I have no card to defend myself. I mean, I have my pistol, so that might be good. And I gotta figure out what the huntsman's minion is. Let's see. Okay, that is our miniature. They look so fantastic. I really love this miniature. So it shows up here in the alleyway, and that is a problem, you know. You don't want, yeah, I mean, he's slow, but I cannot defend myself except for the pistol. So I think I'm okay here. He will activate now, and also this guy activates, so he moves in here because now he is adjacent, and at the end of the turn he activates. But only the huntsman will attack, and it's a basic attack, luckily, and I can simply use my pistol to shoot him, and therefore I'm okay here. Okay. So one thing, and I think I want to try to mark this somehow, here not the usual guy spawns, but the minion instead. I'm not absolutely sure if this guy spawns instead or in addition. Because it says it respawns on this space. I'm not sure. I gotta check that. I believe it's in addition, if I understand the rules correctly. So that's not great. So I'm gonna place it kind of adjacent, just to remember that we have to spawn a dog and this guy if we come to this red space here. Okay, and so if I'm not mistaken, this guy still has its turn now. Yeah, man. I don't have the power, I don't have the cards to kill this guy. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot I can do here. I don't really want to go into the dream with... I mean, okay, I could get another blood echo. Maybe it's worth it. I'm not in the best shape here either. You know, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw away this cold blood dew. That gives me another blood echo. And, yeah, because this is all occupied, I cannot really risk an attack. So basically I couldn't do anything during this turn apart from hanging out there. So I might as well just go into the dream and get new cards. So that's what I'm going to do. Move in here. Now this means this goes up one space. So therefore, let's see, we got to respawn all these guys. Okay. This guy here is removed and goes here, back. This guy is respawned here, and here we got another dog. So that's a bit of an issue, but okay. And then I'm allowed to refresh the card. This goes away, and I can get 2 new cards. So let's see what I want here. So I got this, each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in your space. So do we have a card? Yeah, this one for example, that would allow us to clear this or any other slot. So that's kind of cool. And that doesn't help that much. So I think attacking, I cannot dodge if I'm on this side here. So that's kind of a negative if I have too many dodge cards. But still, I'm thinking about maybe getting an additional dodge card. And this is a good card too. This card will allow me to move 3 spaces if I use it instead of dodging. So I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of one of these cards. It's always a bit painful to do that, right? Maybe I should get rid of a stagger card instead. Yeah, let's do that. So this card goes away, and I'm not that good in staggering anyway because I'm very slow on the other side, and also here I only have 1 fast action. I think it's okay. And let's see what we got. Draw a new card here. Second Wind. When used for non-attack action, heal 2. That's not bad either. Still, I'm going to go with this one. Invigorating. Dodge, heal 1, clear this or any other slot. That's a good one, I think. So I'm going to get rid of another stagger card. Okay, nice. And then we're going to refill this here. That's another stagger. Okay, and that was me. I'm going to count if there's still 12 cards in here, and then I'm going to reshuffle the deck. Okay, so this is problematic for him. Man, I don't know. So first of all, we start the next turn. So this goes up. Everybody has already 3 cards. I'm actually considering activating him first, and then maybe I can help this guy out. And I think that's what I want to do. I could try to kill at least 1 creature, maybe. The giant is really hard to kill, but he's really slow too. Yeah, so maybe I can kill the dog. That's not that easy. And I also have to move in there. Man, that sucks. If I move in and then move out again, I can lure... No, actually... Yeah, then this guy will follow me. But then he will attack. Nah, that doesn't help. Okay, so here's my idea. I think I can kill the dog with a heavy slash and a +1 here. And then I could dodge his counterattack, probably. And I got 1 dodge card left for this guy when he activates then. And then I would at least... I would have gotten rid of 1 enemy. Now, I'm not sure what I do with the other guy, but that's a start. So, I think I want to do that. I'm going to play my heavy slash. And I got to shuffle the enemy activation cards. Okay, so that is the heavy slash. He uses his ability, which means that's not good. Flip another enemy action, The hunting dog's next attack gains +1 and cannot be dodged. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so I cannot dodge this attack, which is really bad. Still, I can kill the guy, but he will first do me damage. Let's see how much it is. Let's hope it's not a special mauling action, and it is a special mauling action. Fuck that, that's a problem. Okay, so I take 4 wounds. Oh dear, that's really bad. And it says stun. The hunter must discard 1 card. If they cannot, they suffer a wound. Okay, I can discard a card, but still I took 4 wounds. That's really painful. But at least I killed the creature. I get another blood echo. And I got 1 dodge left here. And I'm going to leave it here. And now that's the end of my turn. This guy will attack. He uses an enemy action. It's a basic action. And I can dodge this, placing this here. I'm going to clear this slot immediately. And I'm faster than this guy. He's got a slow attack. So I can dodge the action. And that's that. So what am I going to do now with this guy? Wasn't he? He's still out here? Holy fuck, man. Tch. Not sure what am I gonna do. Do I even want to go here? I might even consider going here and continue the exploration there. Maybe that actually makes more sense. Let me see if this was refilled. This one here, I don't know. I don't know if that should have been refilled. I think so. Yeah, I think we should have this in here. You know, I think actually I want to do that. I'm going to go back in here to the courtyard lamp. And I'm not sure. I gotta rearrange this whole thing somehow. So actually I forgot one thing. And this is the thing with these church servants. So when this second red dot appeared, I should have placed a church servant here on this treasure chest. Because, yeah, here. Spawn 1 church servant on each space with a treasure chest or lamp icon. Oh, that means also 1 should show up here. Now that is interesting. And also here, holy moly. Okay, so maybe that is an option. Maybe I should simply kill these guys or try to kill them. That is interesting. I think maybe that's an option. I could appear here and maybe I can kill one of these guys. Let's see. Okay, they got 4 life points. They are fairly powerful. I got a dodge card. The problem is this guy will activate and move in, so I might take a damage here. But still, I think I'm gonna go for that. We gotta somehow we wanna go forward here. So I'm gonna move in there, and I wanna attack. Okay, I think I'm going to use the +1 attack here. Gonna be a little lucky. I hope this guy attacks with a basic attack. It's possible. Definitely is. So let's attack there. Now let's see what we get here. I don't want a special attack necessarily because I want to dodge this attack. And then I could clear the slot and I could automatically kill this guy because this attack does 3 damage, and each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to one enemy in your space. So with the dodge card, I could then kill him. That would be cool. And then I want a basic attack when this guy activates and attacks me, so I can cancel his attack with my pistol. So therefore, it would be helpful if I would not draw a basic attack now, I guess. Let's see. Okay, that's basic. Yeah. Now I could dodge this now. I could use the pistol now. But that doesn't really help me, right? Interesting. And I still got 1 card left that I don't really want to use. Don't know what to do with that card, to be honest. I could move here maybe, but that would then activate this guy. That doesn't really help. So I think my best move is still just dodge this attack and then hope for a basic attack when this guy attacks me. I don't see another option. So I'm gonna place this simply here. I'm gonna dodge it, and I'm gonna clear this slot, and that gives him another wound. So that means this guy is killed, and that allows me to get a blood echo and to remove an insight here. And maybe I can actually, I don't know if I can take it. No, it just says remove 1 token. I'm not sure if I can take it. Probably not. Okay, and yeah. So I got 1 card left now. I'm not sure what I want to do with that card. That's my problem here. Wait a minute. I got an idea. That is actually fun. But does it change anything? It might. I think I got an idea. I'm not gonna kill the guy now. Yeah, let's do it this way. Maybe it might be a stupid idea. I have no idea, but I want to try it. So he just keeps the 3 wounds. That's it. And I'm gonna place back the marker here, and then instead of dodging, I will actually use the pistol. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna discard this card to reload the pistol. And I'm done with my turn. And now this guy moves in, and I think that this might now work out better, because I'm not absolutely sure. Maybe I'm just making up shit here, but let's see. I want to get an attack from this guy now. think that's actually better, because in this way I think I will not take any damage. Maybe. So yeah, I will now get attacked by this guy here, and he uses this special attack, which is this profane mark. Okay, but I can dodge this attack simply here, and I can clear this slot, and I apply the damage to him. So now he is killed. Yeah, and I'm good, even though he did a special attack, because I still had my dodge card. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Okay, great. So, and now I get I can remove this, and I get a blood echo. Okay. So that is the end of this turn, and let's go into the next one. Okay, so again, yeah, we got to fight this somehow. This is not so easy. This is all kind of occupied. I only have one free space, and the huntsman's minion can take 5 damage. So that's not going to be easy. I think what I want to do is I want to simply use one card. I'm gonna do it slow sometimes, to transform the weapon. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm gonna play a stagger on this quick cut, and I think that's a basic action, isn't it? Yep. So that means his action is staggered, nothing happens. I do 1 wound, which is not too impressive, obviously, but gotta start somewhere. And now let's see. If I would play the combo finisher now, that would deal 3 damage, because it deals +1 for each filled attack slot. Sadly, that's not enough. The guy can take 5 damage, so I cannot kill him this turn, which really sucks. Therefore, I just keep my dodge, and I'm going to end yeah, I'm going to end it here, I guess, my turn here. And by the way, when you end your turn, usually creatures on adjacent tiles will activate, but this guy didn't move away when he ended his turn, because if they are with another hunter, they're not activating. They just stay where they are. So this is the case when he ended his turn, this guy didn't move, and it's the other way around too now. If I end my turn here, this guy doesn't activate because he's with this dude. So I'm going to end my turn, going to shuffle this stuff, but I'm pretty sure I can simply dodge his attack, and yeah, no big successes here, just 1 wound. By the way, I'm pretty low on health. That's not good too. Okay, so now the guy attacks, and he does a basic attack, which I can easily dodge. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not in a good shape here. And this guy is still busy fighting him. So let's see. Yeah, I think I just do this one, a basic attack against this guy here. Allows me to draw another card. Alright. And so So he takes 2 damage. Let's see what he does. A special attack. Frenzy. If the hunter is already frenzied, this attack gains +1 speed. Okay, but I can dodge this, and I will with a quick stab here, with a fast dodge. I clear the slot, and that gives him another damage. So that's kind of cool, because whenever I clear a slot with this weapon, I deal a damage. And now I can do a quick stab. With this card here, I'm allowed to draw another card. And he also attacks, fights back. He does another special. And it's the same thing, this profane mark. So this time I'm simply faster than he is, because he only has a medium attack speed. With my quick stab I have a fast one, and that does 1 more damage. So I managed to kill this guy. Nice. Okay, and that means I get another blood echo, and I can remove the second token from this one. So we got to kill 1 more, then we fulfilled this mission here. I got 2 left. I got 2 actions left. Okay, so I got 2 options. I could transform this. I could also move here and interact with this chest, and maybe, yeah, maybe that's what I want to do. I'm not sure though. But yeah, somehow it feels like that's what I want to do. So I'm going to play 1 card to move here, and I'm going to play another card to interact with the chest. The problem is, on the other hand, it kind of feels I'm out of the game then for the next turn, because yeah, that's a dead end, and this is a dead end. I don't know if that's the best option I have. We don't have a ton of time left either. Now I could transform the weapon instead, keep the dodge, and that's it. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. It is a tough choice. I'm tempted to go here and get another interesting card. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to check this out. I'm again allowed to draw 3. You know, that can be really good. And we'll see what we find. Another pebble? Well, I mean, maybe. A pungent blood cocktail. When non-boss enemy within 2 spaces doesn't activate. That's not bad either. And a lead elixir. On attacks, block 1 damage. That's interesting. Sadly, the pebble is limited to 2 spaces. Otherwise, I could get rid of this sucker here and could push him away. That would have been nice. But maybe I'm going to go with this. The pungent blood cocktail. Or the pebble. I mean, they're really both pretty cool. Tough choice. I think I'm going to go with the blood cocktail. And these are shuffled back in. Okay, so we go to the next turn. This goes up 1 space. 3 cards. 3 cards. Man. And now I really want to kill this guy. and finally finish this mission here. I gotta interact on this space, but I cannot do this. I mean, I could do it, but if I did, this guy would attack me immediately, and I cannot dodge or anything if I'm interacting while someone is on the same space, while an enemy is on the same space with me. But you know, okay, so what's the situation here? We got 2 special and a basic. You know, I think I'm going to do this. Going to play another quick cut, which allows me to draw a card. And I stagger the guy. And so let's draw. That's a basic. Okay, so he's staggered. He doesn't do anything, but I do another damage. And now I can kill the guy with the combo finisher. That does now a ton of damage. Actually, it does 5 damage or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would do 5 damage. So it's even more than enough. So I'm going to do that. It's a fast attack. I'm pretty sure he can't do anything here. Yep, that's correct. So that means the guy is killed. That gives me a blood echo. I got 3 now, so I want to go to the dream now too pretty soon. And I got 1 card left. Actually, I even have 2 cards left. Look at that. Oh man, I should have... Okay, it's too late for that. That was stupid. I should have played this card instead. That would have allowed me to draw another card. You know, I'm going to do that. I mean, that would have been just good enough. That would have allowed me to draw another card, and I will. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was allowed to draw 2 cards, so I still have 3 cards. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there we go, and I will now discard another card to interact with the space, and that allows me then to reveal card 12. Aiding Adela. Distribute 1 consumable and the Caril rune guidance reward among the hunters. Okay, so that means one guy has to take the consumable, the other one has to take this rune. The passage lies entirely blocked, rubble piled high before you. From the other side you hear Dela's muffled voice. Are you okay? I'm fine, but the passage is blocked. I hear them coming. I can't stay. Thank you, brave hunter. Be safe. Okay, well, that didn't really help that much, right? Do I get any reward for that? Or was that it? Wait a second, that would suck. That was card 11? Complete this mission. It says just complete this mission. I'm not even sure if I get any reward for that other than the items. Yeah, not exactly, right? Wait, if you have collected 2 insight, that didn't give me any insight. That's great. Wow, man, that sucks. Okay, I don't think I get an insight from that. I wonder if I get the insights from here. It's an insight mission. Wait a minute. That's interesting. Okay, wait a second. That is an insight mission. So I guess I actually should get the insights. Right? Okay, wait a second. Okay, here is how it works, I think. I collect that mission. So let's see, that was mission number 11, I guess. Yeah, and it says inside mission. So I will collect this mission card. I get the consumable and the guidance. And I collect the card and I get the inside, I guess. And this guy doesn't get the inside. He gets the card if he kills the last dude. And then we have our 2 inside, and that will allow us to then reveal card number 2, because then we have collected, obviously, at least 2 inside. You know what? I'm thinking about going into the dream. There's not a lot I can do here anyway. We kind of want to wait until this guy respawns so that we can kill him. And I got 3 tokens. I'm down to 2 two life points. So I think that's a good time to go into the dream. I'm going to discard one of these cards, so technically both. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. This goes up 1 space, so that means we're going to have to respawn here, there. I wonder if this guy respawns even if the mission is solved. I don't think so. That doesn't really make that much sense. I don't think he respawns once the mission is solved. Okay. These guys stay basically. We get another chest here. And that's it. And yeah, this guy respawns here. Okay, so we're good. Oh no, we're not good. We have here another dog actually. But I'm no longer here. Ha. I'm in the dream. Okay, and that allows me to draw now 3 new cards. That is pretty cool. So let me see what I want. So this guy actually goes heavily on staggering because of this one. Stagger can affect enemy attacks of the same speed. And I got a couple of cool cards here. I got a stagger +1. That's also useful here, right? I'm very fast. And a +1 is good because I don't do that much damage. A stagger draw 1, a stagger +1 speed, my standard stagger draw 1, another standard stagger, a dodge, we got a +1 damage, a dodge, and then this one here, the leaping. Yeah, I mean, he's going heavily for stagger, but I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so that was his action. And now it's him. And he's got 4 cards, and he should not have 4 cards. I'm going to get rid of this one. I don't know why I have 4 cards. Okay, so if I can kill this guy, I fulfill that mission here. That would be nice, I guess. Got a dodge. Well, first I have to refresh this. Okay, so what I want to do is first I want to flip the weapon here. There we go. Yeah, now we got this one. Yeah, that means I basically have to take the damage. That's not great. Okay, well, we'll see. There's not a lot of choice here. I just have to use my hammer and just smash the dude. So I will use my heavy swing with a +1. and we flip this. And that's his ability. So that says arcane missiles. Oh dear. After their attack, the hunter suffers 5 damage. The hunter may dodge to block 2 for each speed of the dodge. Oh, so I could dodge this. No, I cannot dodge because of this stupid weapon. Yeah, okay, that's not great. So I just suffer the damage, I guess. That's really, really bad. I mean, I killed the guy, but I still take 5 damage. So I get a token. So I'm barely alive here. That is not good. Okay, I got 1 dodge card left, but that's useless now because I cannot dodge here. And let's see. So that means I can remove this. Agents of the Church. And now I can reveal card 14, and I have completed 2 inside missions. Or maybe not, actually, maybe not. We don't know if it's completed. Yeah, well, it says complete this mission, so it probably is. So card 14, let's see what it says. Oh man, I forgot to distribute my loot from this thing. Slaying the servants, distribute the auger of Ebrietas reward and the Rosmarino's firearm among the hunters. Searching over the corpses of the church servants, you find a number of hunter relics and tools in their possession. Why would these creatures be after such items? Okay, so let's first distribute this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I got here. So first of all, I got the Rosmarinus, which is this weird weapon here. When a non-boss enemy attacks, that attack suffers -1 damage, -1 speed, and loses all its effects. Honestly, I'm not sure if I actually take that weapon. I might keep my... Where is my hunter pistol? I think I want to actually keep my hunter pistol. This weapon is... I'm not sure if it's really that good. It costs me 2 cards to refresh. And that is pretty rough. I think this is already here, yeah. So I don't know if I actually want that weapon, but I'm going to take it. I'm not going to use it. On the other hand, I got so many stagger cards. So basic attack should not be such a big issue. You know what? Actually, screw it. I'm going to use the Rosmarinus. Maybe it's worth it. It would allow me to also get rid of the other attacks, and that might be worth it. Then I'm going to use the Hunter's turn. The Carol Rune Guidance, and that is here. Discovered by the old hunter Ludwig, the rune emptied Ludwig of his fears, at least in the midst of a hunt. And it allows me to clear 1 slot and move 2 spaces. So the thing is, I can keep this. This is not a one-time use, but I think I can only use it once per adventure. And it's refreshed at the end of the adventure. Maybe it is refreshed when I go to the dream. I don't know that, but I think it is refreshed. I can only use it once per adventure. But it's still pretty cool because it would allow me to clean the combo finisher and basically use it twice in a single turn. And that is a very strong attack. So that's cool. I want to keep that. And this guy got a throwing knife, which is not that great. Deal 1 damage to 1 enemy within 1 space. I mean, it can help you to finish someone off. And then he ended up with this one here, the Augur of Ebrietas. Deal 2 damage to 1 enemy in your space and move them up to 2 spaces away. That's kind of cool. Use phantasms to partially summon abandoned Ebrietas. So that is neat. And then we got now 2 of these inside missions. That means we got to reveal card 2. That's the hunt mission, access to Cathedral Ward. If the information you have gathered is to be believed, this is a secret entrance to the Cathedral Ward located within the tomb of Oedon. This night grows long, let us make our way here. End a move on the Tomb of Oedon tile, reveal card 3. Well, actually that's where we are right now, so I guess we can immediately reveal this card. Although I did not technically enter the move, I did not enter the move here, right? I didn't move, so I think maybe I cannot do this. So first we have to move on this card. Okay. Now I got one card left. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Man, I'm down to one. Okay, fuck it. I don't want to lose again my blood echoes. I'm going to go to the dream. I know it's a problem, but we're close to the end anyway. I'm going to go to the dream here. Going to play my dodge card. I don't want to get killed again. I got 3 blood echoes. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to get a couple of new cards. And let's go to the dream. And once again, when we're both dreaming, I think this is the time now to end this video. I'm going to get a couple of new cards here. And then we're good. Yeah, so just have to remember that. I'm going to start the next video trading in these cards. I'm a little bit in a hurry now. Okay, so hope to see you on the next video. Bye.